Last week, the nation trembled as 6 mighty fighting machines were unleashed in gladiatorial combat, with Roadblock demolishing Killertron for a place in our end-of-series grand final. Who will join him? Let's find out as we get heavy with the metal here on Robot Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Kate Adie of Robot Wars, Jeremy Clarkson.
Last week, a new type of war came out of nowhere and rocked the very fabric of society. When the cruise missiles were gingerly lifted from their silos in Berkshire, we figured the world would be a safer place. But we were reckoning without Robot Wars. World leaders are in a blind panic. Last week, it was reported that Tony Blair actually stopped grinning for 5 minutes. Alexander Haig has flown to Buenos Aires, but that's probably a bit silly because for now, the fighting is confined to Britain. Tonight, as usual, 6 robots will face assault courses and head-to-head battles on which they must succeed if they want a place in our end-of-series grand final. Let's meet them.
First, from Gillingham, Uglybot.
With a simple pyramid design to ensure greater stability and maximum defense, weighs in at 71.9 kilograms, runs off 2 electric wheelchair motors, and this is clearly a robot to look out for.
From London, Scrapper.
Weighing in at 76.5 kilos, Scrapper might not be the fastest robot in the field, but makes up for it with speed and maneuverability. Variable motors give an optimum speed of 10 miles an hour and a 0 turning circle. That can be crucial.
From Mickfield near Stowmarket, Recycle.
Completely recycled, costs less than £100 to build. Weighs in at 79.5 kilos, certain to give all opponents a licking with his pneumatically driven steel tongue, a reach of over 90 centimetres.
From Dartford Girls Grammar School, Detonator.
This school-designed robot runs off a lawnmower engine and a 12-volt electric motor salvaged from a Vauxhall Cavalier. Weighs in at 52.5 kilos and runs at a steady 4 miles an hour.
From Cambridge University, Mortis.
Carrying a deadly Japanese piercing blade and one of tonight's heaviest robots, weighs in at 78.4 kilos, designed around 2 12-volt wheelchair motors, giving an optimum speed of 9 miles an hour.
From Lee City Technology College, Leebot.
Runs off 2 24-volt motors and weighs in at 69 kilos. Leebot travels at a maximum speed of 3 miles an hour, fashioned from bulletproof stainless steel. Might not be the fastest and deadliest, but certainly full of surprises.
So there they are. Now let's see how they get on in the first of tonight's events.
This is the Gauntlet, a unique opportunity to see man and machine in perfect harmony. At least that's what our Roboteers are hoping for, but the path is paved with peril. They have 1.5 minutes to guide their robots to the haven of the finish line, but the strength of Shunt, the scorch of Sergeant Bash, and the might of Matilda are waiting. May any robot that meets them rust in pieces.
Roboteers, stand by.
Our first Roboteers, 15-year-olds Robin Williams and Chris Malin from Lee City Technology College.
Let's demonstrate some of the features. Here's an arm which comes forward with a weapon on the front, and at the rear we've got a grinding disc for grinding the opposition.
3, 2, 1.
And sometimes you've got to grind out results when you don't perform well. Driver Robin taking to the ramp. You can either go the maze, the ramp, or take on the house robot. In comes Bash with the flamethrower. There's the camera on the flamethrower. Oh, blocking tactics by Bash. He stopped the ramp from descending. Now it does. And on it goes, this silver woodlouse Leebot. The second ramp to negotiate. More flame and smoke. What's that, though? That's a fan! And smoke does not get in your eyes! Magnificent stuff, and we did not know about that, boys. Ingenuity and technology, and Leebot beyond Matilda, and Leebot through!
I didn't think you were going to make it that way. You must be feeling great.
Yeah.
Because you didn't think it was going to get up the ramp, did you?
No, we took it a bit of an angle, and it made it.
Well done. Congratulations.
Let's have a look at that innovative fan once again, clearing the way through the smoke so that the boys could see their way through to the end of the course. First to run and already there on the leaderboard.
Roboteers, stand by.
Mike Smith, Mike Rickard and Ken Toogood, all electronics engineers from London.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
They call themselves the On the Edge team. On the edge of the ramp, does it go up there with its maximum climb of 35 degrees? Does it take on the house robot Shunt there on the right of the picture? Or does it go into the maze?
And this is Scrapper. We have some lovely sharp blades on the back, which I hope to do some damage with. We have our control panel here that turns all the motors and the power on. We was going to run on plutonium, but hey, we've had to go to batteries. And on the front, we've got some cutting blades, which we hope are going to do lots of damage.
It also has its two nasty flashing eyes. No, not on him, on that, you see? And it does take on the maze. Now this will need some clever driving in there. Around the first area of the maze, a sharp turn required. It's into the sheep's pen, and this could be lambs to the slaughter, because Bash and Shunt are closing in, and it could be roast lamb at that, if the torch comes out, and it does! Lamb kebab!
Come on!
That is gallows humour if I've ever seen it.
Stop and deactivate robots.
Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself as months of work was destroyed there. Bit of a change of plan I saw at the beginning, yeah?
A bit of a stuck on the ramp, but we thought, well, what, go for the maze, what the heck? But we got stuck on the rail there a bit.
Well, I think you got stuck as a result of being rammed onto it. Still, you got a couple of feet, so maybe you're not going home.
Scrapper, scorched, stunned, shunted, silenced. 7.4 metres. Will that be enough to see them safe?
Roboteers, stand by.
Driver, former TV presenter Rex Garrett and his engineer mate Simon West.
It's called Recyclops because it's made entirely out of recycled materials from scrapyards. It has a quite lethal weapon, which comes out and then flips up.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So out comes Recyclops with the tongue. Aye, aye. Will he take on Shunt there? Well, he does. And a nice little turn of pace beyond the skittles. In comes Bash. And that's finger-licking hot stuff in there. All beyond Bash and Shunt. And there's a lovely little bit of driving and crashes beyond Matilda and through.
Well, you were confident before you started, and now you must be feeling even better.
Not really. I wanted one of them to go over.
You wanted to turn one of our house robots over.
Well, certainly, that's a game, isn't it?
It's a game, but it's also impossible. No. Still, well done for finishing. Congratulations.
And finishing in the fastest time so far. Recyclops, top of the leaderboard.
Roboteers, stand by.
Pupils Vicky Allgood and Claire Greenaway, teacher David Crosby, they call themselves the Femme Fatale.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And they send Detonator out into the gauntlets, or do they? Because he's stuck by a spike and can't get out of the opening turntable.
And this is our robot detonator.
This is our light sensor, which is mainly for decoration, but it's also to confuse the opposition. And this is our rammer, which is our main weapon.
Inside, we've got a petrol-driven lawnmower engine to drive us forwards, and at the back, we're going to have another engine to power us backwards.
We're hoping to do quite well in the contest, but we think we'll do much better at the battle than the obstacle courses.
It will move.
It certainly won't, and it doesn't look good. Poor old David looks about 74, 75, 76. He's a Star Trek fan. Beam him up, Scotty.
Oh, no.
Oh! That might actually have just thrust Detonator free. Given a shunt now, but back onto the railings. I'll tell you what, David, nuclear-driven Petrol-driven, electric-driven, doesn't matter. You're not going to get very far. Not now. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, girls!
Stop and deactivate robots.
You go to hospital and get your heart mended, and you tell me what that was like.
Awful. it wouldn't stay left at all, and then when we got the spike stuck, it just got totally stuck.
Yeah, with that spike, you must have just thought, that's it.
Yeah, we thought we were dead.
Most people hate the robots, the house ones, but you love them, yeah?
Yeah, I do now.
Well done. Congratulations.
Ooh, not quite as far as Scrapper. 7 metres. Will that be enough to save them?
Listen to that, a round of applause. That's fantastic. I could hardly bear to watch. I didn't want to watch at all.
Well, I didn't want to watch either, but I had to.
This was just gone, go, go, we were like, go, and it just went, and we just went.
Roboteers, stand by.
Our next academic aggressors, Rob Knight, Chris Sorsby and Arthur Chilcott from Cambridge University.
This is our robot Mortis. It's a tank-style vehicle with tracks, because we reckon it gives it more control. It's very powerful, it's very fast. It has a very, very large axe blade on the front. And for protection, we have carbon and Kevlar armour plating, which is very hard indeed. I reckon we have a chance.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Very hard, very fast, very confident. Quick off the mark. And beyond bash, ooh, the flame licks out. There seems to be a problem, actually, maybe with the steering, I'm not too sure. Shunt is there as well, and the axe goes in, and the axe has trapped Mortis, being dragged back there. Now Matilda's in on the action too, with the onboard camera, and they are pinned. Matilda and Shunt and Bash, the house robots, doing a magnificent job. You can see the axe there, impaling him, pinning him down, and now getting a lick of flame. We're not going to let you go anywhere. We don't have to.
Stop and deactivate robots.
That is tough.
And the crowd don't like it. There's Rob Knight's girlfriend, look.
He pinned me with the axe, I couldn't drag him. He was too heavy, I couldn't drag both at once.
You told me it was powerful.
Yeah, it only took 3 to pin us down.
No, well done. A nice beard, by the way. Congratulations, chaps. You got nearly as far as the girls from Dartford.
Yeah, right. Thanks very much. Thanks, mate.
Actually, just a little bit further than Detonator, tying with Scrapper.
So, Cambridge, you got attacked by all 3 robots, and then Jeremy insulted your beard.
Jeremy who?
Roboteers, stand by.
Paul Sherwood, the driver, and Colin Faulkner, future in-laws.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And let's go, let's go, let's go to the ugly butt. Ball to the ball, to the ball. Driver Paul collects bonsai trees in his spare time. Oh, banzai! In comes Shunt. Paul's a ceiling plasterer by trade. And your robot is being plastered. He's got to get off that wall.
On the back of it, we've got some extremely sharp cutting discs. We just passed our very sharp cutting blade on the front of it. Inside we've got various batteries, 1 large speed controller, a couple of motors, wheels, and 1 large flashing light, just for a bit of a gimmick, followed by the radio gear at the back. This is Ugly Bot. Hopefully we'll win. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Stop. I don't think we're going to have to wait much longer, Paul, because you're stuck in the corner and you're not getting very far. Those teeth look like a pair of garden secateurs to me, anyway. And Shunt is doing his job there. He's certainly earning his engine oil tonight. Paul stuck fast. Oh, now can he get out, though? No, driven back to the turntable.
Robots.
It's actually quite good because you have ended up pretty much where you started from.
Yeah, we gave it our best shot.
OK, you got your bus timetable on. Yeah, there's one goes in a few minutes. I'm sure you'll be on it.
And the popular girls from Dartford saved by an appalling 1.65 metres.
Never mind. 7 months and all them long nights, innit? We don't care. We'll be back next year.
Recyclops here. How much damage did you sustain?
None whatsoever.
That's exactly what we like to hear. So, Leebot, you got all the way through. Congratulations to you. Girls, how many spikes did you lose?
Well, knocked out of them. We haven't actually lost them yet.
They're in there somewhere, but they're still here.
And did you get to use your saws on our robots?
Not this time, but next time we will. It's slightly bent, but it's got to be straightened out. We're no problem.
Right, that's one robot gone, and now it's time to say goodbye to another as we play British Bulldogs. This is basically a robotic version of the old school playground game where the robots have to get from one side of the arena to the other. The one that covers the shortest distance or who reaches the line last is eliminated. Couldn't be simpler. Well, yes, except trying to stop them are our school bullies. Matilda, Sergeant Bash, Shunt, and Dead Metal. This is a wall of steel and testosterone. Well, not you, Matilda, but I think people know what I mean.
How seriously are you guys taking this?
Probably a bit too seriously.
A bit too seriously?
Yeah.
Describe what you've done to this robot.
I think everything. We've got aerospace-grade materials off as many people as we could. It's all aerospace aluminium, titanium, carbon fibre, Kevlar, really top-grade stuff.
Do you think you can win?
I think we may have a chance, yeah.
Surely, with your power, you should be able to flip it if you come up against Mortis.
Well, yes, I should be able to, but I've got to get the tongue in the right place.
Would you like to be on the receiving end of that?
Well, there's no need to be. You've got wheels, you can get away.
Dartford girls team, what problems are you having? You're meant to be in the arena now.
Steering at the moment. We're trying to get it to steer to the left.
It'll take us about 2 minutes to clear it. We've got to clean the axle brace down a little bit, and that'll give us a freedom of movement again.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Let's see if the detonator repairs have worked. Well, it's slowly away. In fact, it's not even away. The girl's only 15, and detonator can't even move. Recyclops is pegged. Oh, what a run through by Mortis! And the boys from Jesus College, Cambridge are there already. That was stunning. Still detonator at the start. Poor old David Crosby in pain. Recyclops against Matilda. Matilda interfering with Recyclops. Ugh, what a dreadful thought. And still detonator right back at the start. David Crosby has had enough. He's gone. Now Scrapper making its move. Strangely backwards. And it's through backwards. Oh, well, strange, but through nonetheless. Now Leebot takes on Shunt. And Recyclops by the pyramid is in problems here. Leebot being pushed all over the place. But making steady progress anyway. For its team, watching back in the pits, and slowly, and surely, the Woodlouse is through. But look at Matilda there, stopping the progress of all Recyclops. Until then, it's flipped. Well, you got underneath Matilda and flipped her over. She will not be pleased. And back at the start, detonator, still with so many problems.
Cease. Oh no. Oh no. Girls, did no one explain you were supposed to be going that way?
Yeah, they did, but our batteries went before we even started.
So you got no control?
I had no control over it at all.
And how much work did you put into it?
Everything. We've been working for days on it.
Oh, that's a disaster. That was an amazing run.
Well, thanks. I saw the robots coming for me, came back a bit, turned, went straight for the end, and it worked.
A lot of time building it?
Yes, about 3 months.
Not much time for girlfriends?
I wish there was.
When you hurt one of my pets.
I'm pleased.
I'm not pleased. It's got a good weapon on it, though.
Quite good.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Not bad. And you? Any problems?
We actually got through. We changed our tactics this time and actually went backwards, which it seems to steer better backwards for some reason. So it worked, yeah.
Yeah, well done. It's a good-looking one, that one, too. Congratulations, everybody. Commiserations to the girls from Dartford.
Yes, they failed to get off the starting lineup, and there you go, detonator out, but they've given us some great fun.
The batteries failed on it, and before we even started, we didn't notice it. The girls were shouting down, but we couldn't hear because of the noise of the engine. So when we came in to watch the monitor, we say, why isn't it moving? And I think, batteries. So that's the end of it for the girls from the Dartford Grammar School for Girls.
We're going to win next year, though. We're coming back next year to win.
One broken chain, that's all.
Nothing else is damaged. But it still killed one while it was upside down. It's not bad, is it?
I just want to ask you, who would you hate to be pitched against for your final battle?
Mortis.
Good news for you then.
It is?
Yeah? You're
Why?
up against Recyclops.
Oh yes, we can chew him, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll have him.
I've got a bit of bad news for you guys. You're up against Mortis.
Great.
What do you think's going to happen?
Get creamed.
I've heard that you think no one can beat you.
That is just so untrue. I reckon if 12 of them got together at once, they'd have a good chance.
OK, so we move on now to the semi-finals, which will be presided over by the usual panel of adjudicators. On the left, Eric Dickinson, who once upheld the fine and long English tradition of beating the French when his robot beat a French one in Robot Wars in America. In the middle, Noel Sharkey, who's from Sheffield University's Department of Robotics and Ponytails. And on the right, Adam Harper, who once drove a Sinclair C5, he tells me, through a 70-foot wall of flame. Now, throughout the semi-finals, they're going to be looking for damage, aggression, style and control. Well, I'm going to be standing here hoping that Sergeant Bash flambés someone.
Roboteers, stand by.
Scrapper with 6 menacing saw blades.
3,
against
2,
the tongue of Recyclops.
1. Activate.
You stick your tongue out at me and I'll wink at you. Ooh, very nice indeed as the two robots come together. Manoeuvring for position at the moment. Don't go broadside. Oh, no, you shouldn't have done that. Broadside and the tongue came out.
Well. That's quite a performance. Old steam train didn't last a second.
Oh, well, that's a pity. I wish I could have had a little bit better fight, really.
But it's a very good show.
What happened, guys?
Oh, my words, he was very good. He was very good. I mean, he just tipped us straight over. I mean, it was good to watch.
So you've sustained damage?
Oh, not a lot. Nothing what can't be put right with a big hammer.
Roboteers, stand by.
Rob Knight and the Cambridge boys confident with Mortis.
3.
Robin Williams and Chris
2,
Malon with Leebot.
1. Activate.
Leebot with the angle grinder at the rear and the Lance with the screw drill and ramming blades to cut and slice. And Mortis with that piercing Japanese blade. Oh, that's not too much of a weapon, is it really? Oh, and that is, look at that Japanese blade thrusting down. Leebot, pepper pot. You could pour pepper out of that Leebot machine now. Look at the holes. But what's Mortis doing? Maybe dropping off for another chance, but going very dangerously near a patrol area in the corner. And the house robot could come in and dance Matilda in there, and there are spikes to come up from the floor. But Mortis is out to attack Leebot again, and underneath Leebot. Could he flip him over? If he does, it's all over! And it is all over!
You just make it all look so easy.
I reckon the axe should have gone through the armour. I'm quite surprised. It's a lot tougher than I thought it was.
Good heavens above. Well, you're through to the next round. Congratulations.
You're up against Mortis, mate.
Lovely. Nothing wrong with that. Super fight.
How do you feel about that?
Bad. He was going to get annihilated anyway, though, so we knew it from the start.
Let's have a look at the damage that was actually done by that axe. It's quite vicious, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just strong. It's bent everything up. Batteries actually came out in the end, that's why it pushed us over.
Well, it was a brave fight, though. You kept in there for a long time. Well done. You may be thinking you already know which one's going to win, but here on Robot Wars, the lesson we've learned is that nothing is certain. Guys, what has happened to Mortis?
We've broken the main shaft that drives our axe, so we no longer have our main weapon. We're going to actually try and modify the vehicle so we can use it as a battering ram instead. We don't know how successful it's going to be. It's just a case of suck it and see, basically.
Bye. Good luck. So the quiet confidence seems to have disappeared from the Cambridge team.
This should be a humdinger of a final. From Cambridge, we've got Mortis out there, nearly indestructible, even though in the last round it broke its axe. And from a place called Mickfield, Recyclops.
If that gets underneath us, we're dead because it will stick us in the air. But impact-wise, I reckon we're okay because the armour is bulletproof.
I think I can out-push Mortis. I've got to get the tongue in the right place. I had to make mine rather theatrical so it looked nice, and it's not really in the right place.
Oh dear, the thought of Rex Garrard getting his tongue in the right place leaves me rather nauseous.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Black tongue and fluttering eyelashes and all. He prepares to do battle with Mortis. Went for a charge there. You see Mortis got broadside on. The tongue can go underneath Mortis and flip him. Mortis dodges away, and the judges will be impressed by that style. Damage, aggression, control and style will come into count if the robots fail to immobilise each other. They don't want to go into that patrol area. Matilda awaits. She can't come out of that patrol area very far. She'll have to go back in any second now, but she's chasing down on Recyclops. There you see her going back into the patrol area, and Mortis is impaled on a spike. And that's poor driving, that is poor steering, and that'll count against the boys from Cambridge. Chris Salisbury driving, and it's taking damage there from Matilda. Points against Mortis. In comes Recyclops with a good attack. I think the axe blade is bent there as well. More damage then and more points against them. But Mortis free now to see if they can retaliate. Gets in underneath Recyclops. Good defensive work by Recyclops, holding on there. Rex Garrard managing to spin away. Good work by him. Again, Recyclops aggressively goes at Mortis. Out comes the tongue. Good aggression once again. Mortis retaliates underneath and is now driving into another patrol area. That'll count against him again. Poor steering. And it's stuck on the side bars and needs to get out, and he's negative here. Recyclops is trying to get away, but not Mortis. And Mortis is taking more damage.
Cease.
And what a baffling finish. And it goes to the judges.
Well, it has to be a judge's decision, and we're going to await that.
And let's have a look while we wait at some of the points they will be considering. Good dodging by Recyclops, damage to Mortis. Recyclops aggressive and attacking. Poor steering by Mortis, got it in there in the first place, but retaliating. Good defensive work by Recyclops, again aggression from Recyclops, and good defensive work withstanding the Mortis thrust. And I think this could count against Mortis ultimately driving in there onto the sidebars.
OK, the judges have made their decision using the 4 criteria: damage, control, style and aggression. And their decision is Recyclops!
Well, that's hugely popular in the pits, look, and they're the real experts, the Roboteers.
Come on up, guys, come on up. What a performance. And a very popular win. Did you think you'd got it?
Well, no, not really. But I was hoping to tip him over and then go and attack a house robot. That was my ambition.
Well, that was a fantastic final. We'll see you in the grand final, and we'll see you lot next week. Sweet dreams. Cambridge wish to protest.
It's been a popular decision in here.
Oh,
We've
yes.
got a standing ovation. Look at this. Hi, guys. Can't be very happy.
They're not working, we're working. We pushed them out, we had all the attacks, and we think we should have won.